Hey there, welcome to the Be a Hero Gaming channel where we talk about all things gaming as well as how to be a hero in real life. One of the reasons why I love competitive games like this, which we're going to do a battle of Wonders of the First here. I got my son here with me, and we're going to see who is the champion with two of these demo decks that they have out that are available. But one reason why I love these games so much is because it gives you an opportunity to experience disappointment when you lose or excitement when you win. And can you be a good sport regardless of what's happening to you? And both of us are still trying to figure that out and work through that. Maybe one of us more than the other one. I won't say who that is, but you get really excited when you win and you start smack talking. And when you lose, you get really upset. The cool thing is if you can control your emotions in a safe environment like this, it's just a card game that we just put away when we're done. It really prepares you for life when things are disappointing, your expectations aren't met, or you get excited for something. One thing that's hard to do is get excited for somebody else's success. And especially when you want to win the game and you're being competitive, it's really hard to be excited for someone else's success. So this gives us an opportunity to practice being competitive and also being excited when you win. And he can be excited when I win. It's hard to do, but it gives us a chance to practice that. So when you're in the workplace and somebody else gets the promotion and you don't, you can still be excited for them and not feel like that they're taking something away from you. So with that said, another really good example of that, and I've had several comments about this on my last video, and I've seen in other forums and on the Kickstarter page that I wanted to address, is the issue of AI art with this game. So when I made my last video, one of the things I said I liked about the game was I really enjoyed the art. I didn't know it was AI art at the time. And here's my feelings about that. I feel like if you don't like AI art and you think it's wrong, then by all means, don't play this game. Don't play games that use AI art. You're welcome to do that, and just stay away from them. And there's no reason to get into it on the forums with people or anything like that. If it's something you don't want to do, then just don't take part in it. If you don't have a problem with AI art and you like this game, by all means, jump in and play the game. I think it's really just up to you on how you feel about that. I have kind of a mixed emotions about it, not sure how I feel about it. One of the reasons why I want to play this game a lot is to decide if I want to back the Kickstarter or not, because I'm a sucker for collectibles. And so I know the video they did when he talked about the collectibleness of the game really drew me in, but I want to play the game a lot to make sure that this is something that I can play for years to come, something that I can get into and collect, as well as a really fun game. So with that said, we have printed out the 3 decks that are on their Kickstarter page. We have the Dragon Dynasty deck, which I'm going to be playing with. My son's going to be playing with the Open the Arsenal deck. And we also have the Into the Abyss deck over here that we actually haven't used yet. And he really wants to use that deck, but I keep telling him we should use these because these are the ones we're used to. So it'll make the playthrough a little bit faster. But he's eagerly awaiting when he can use the Into the Abyss deck. So we're just going to use these decks today because we played them a few times. We're familiar with them. This is going to be a relatively fast playthrough, so this video doesn't take forever. And you can get an idea on how a game is played just from start to finish when there's really no interruptions. Now, we might make a rules mistake. If we do, please let us know in the comments. We're going to be playing fast, and so we might overlook something. But if we make a really big mistake, please tell us, because there are still a couple of questions that we have about the rules, but we've kind of just been just deciding what we thought our best guess was to fix that. So a fast playthrough, and then we'll maybe do another video with some details and some combos and some different things we found in the cards that were really fun to use in the game. So with that said, if you're completely unfamiliar with this game, a quick rundown. You have a 50-card deck that you shuffle up. You have these 7 realms that are going to get unlocked with each round, and you're going to see how that works. And one of my criticisms in my last video was keeping track of things. Well, we just grabbed ourselves a whole bunch of D6 dice to keep track of the counters on the cards, how many energy and actions we have. And you can see here our 7 stones are just 7 RPG dice because we don't have any stones. So this is what we're using for our stones. So let's get into it here. What you do to start up, we're already shuffled up. Each player is going to draw 7 cards from their deck. And I might show some of the cards on the screen here. Some of them we might just put down here just so you can kind of see how the game plays. Now you'll notice here some of these cards, they have little icons up in the corner here, whether they're an item or a spell. The ones with numbers are going to be your wonders, and then the ones with L's are lands. Now, when you first draw your hand of 7 cards, you are allowed to discard put on the bottom of the deck 1 to 3 cards, and draw 3 new cards as kind of a mulligan. And I think I'm going to do that because I don't know what Knox is going to do over there, but I didn't get any lands, and I don't like that. And so...
Actually, same here.
Okay, so go take 1 to 3 cards. I'm going to take, let's see, these 2, and just these 2. So I'm going to take these 2. I'm going to bury them on the bottom of the deck here. I'm going to take 2 new cards, and let's really hope I get a land. I did get 1 land. Okay. And then we're just going to roll a dice to see who goes first. It says to flip a coin. He's always odd. I'm always even. And it is odd. So he's going to go first. And we use this just to track who goes first because the rounds after this, he will continue to go first until someone's won a battle. When someone wins a battle, the last person to win a battle will start that round. So as of now, we're going to be in round... Did we decide this was round 1?
No, this was round
over here. Round 1's over here. Okay. It doesn't matter which way you go from, one side or the other. This is going to be round 1. He's going to take the first turn. Now, to start the game, you get the amount of energy equal to the realm and stones you control. Right now, we control no stones, and it's realm 1. So we're each going to get 1 energy, and we are going to get 3 actions. So we do 1 dice for energy, 1 dice for actions. I know you can't really see; those are tiny on the screen, but 1 energy, 3 actions. 1 energy. He's trying to give himself all this kinds of energy. 1 energy, 3 actions. Okay. And your action choices are, you can draw a card, you can play a card, you can activate an ability, or you can attack. All right, so action number 1.
All right, I'll just use my first action to play the Phoenix Quill. I have to play here.
Okay, yeah, you can only play in realm 1 because that's all that's unlocked until the preceding rounds.
And I can sacrifice it for free. You may play core cards of any orbitables this round, gain 3 energy.
Okay, so whenever it says an action free, it's still an action, counts as your turn, and it still gets passed to the other player, but it doesn't take away from one of your main actions that you start the round with. Okay, I'm just going to start by playing a land here. The lands are going to help me. You can see on here, it has the Sulfera link, and so any Sulfera cards I play is going to cost 1 less energy to play. So I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to tick my action dice down to 2 and pass back.
All right, so I'm going to use 1 energy and another action to play the Patch Squabbler. He's just a 3 power creature.
Okay, so he's played a wonder in his round 1 over here. So now he has the opportunity to attack now that he has a wonder over there and claim the stone for his own, unless I can do something to get somebody over there to combat that. Let's see here. So he's got a power 1. I've got a 1 and a 2. Can't really compete. This guy. Let's see here. Okay, so here's a good one here. I'm going to go ahead and this is going to cost me 2 energy, but because I have a land down, it only costs 1. It's going to reduce it because this is a Sulfera orbital. So I'm going to tick this down to I have 1 action left, and it's going to take my 1 energy, and I'm going to play it here. And this card says, on arrival, you may destroy target item in this realm. Okay, is this an item here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to destroy that, and that's history. Doesn't really help me win the realm, but hey, that's my turn. Back to you.
All right. I'll use my last action to draw a card.
Okay, I kind of thought he'd attack me there, but he didn't do that. Okay, so he used his last action. I've got 1 action remaining, but I don't have any energy. I've used all my energy. And so this is from a different orbital, so I can't use my Sulfera land to reduce the cost of this. Let's see here. This costs too much, that costs too much. And this is also from a different orbital. So I'm going to use my last action to draw a card as well. Okay, and then I'm going to pass turn back to him.
Pass.
And he's going to pass because he has no more actions. I'm going to pass. That ends the round. Okay, because we both passed. Not a huge start here. You're going to see as this gets going, this gets really built up, and the last couple of rounds are really big. One other option that you do have, The only action that you can take multiple of on a turn is the harvest action for a land. Anything else, you take an action, even if it's free, it's going to go back to the other player. The harvest action, you can tap this to gain another action, and you can do as many as you want, but that's your turn, and then it gets passed back to the other player. So the way we played when we first started is we would use this right at the beginning, and that didn't go so well, and it actually worked better, for me at least. The very last turn, I tapped all of my lands and got like 6 additional actions at the very end, and was able to pull off a win at the end. In fact, the Dragon Dynasty deck has won every time. We're trying to get this deck to win over here and see how that goes. But that ends the round. We're going to go into round 2 now. Still, nobody controls a stone, but because it's round 2 now, we're going to get 2 energy. So we're going to put our dice over here we're going to get 2 energy now, and we're going to get our 3 actions back. So I'm going to put this dice to wherever the 3 is, put the 3, and stick that right over here. And again, nobody's won a battle, so he's going to go first again. Go ahead.
Now I'll attack you.
Oh, sorry. One more thing I almost forgot. In a new round, everybody draws a card. So we're going to all draw a card. Okay, so for your first action?
I'm going to use 1 action to attack here.
Okay, so my power is 1. You probably can't see this because of the glare there. I just have a 1 power creature. A wonder. He's got a 3 power wonder. He claims the stone for his own. Now, at some point, I can put more wonders over here and take it back, or I can just say, you know what, that one's his. I'm going to try to get these other ones. But now that it's round 2, we can play in realm 2 or realm 1. Okay, so I'm going to flip through here, my 2 energy. I think I'm going to spend an action, go to 2, and 1 energy. And I'm going to put the koi scale down there. He's going to go in realm 2, and back to you.
All right, I'm going to play the first.
Oh, that's a good one. So lands can be played anywhere. Any unlocked realm. So in realm 2 or realm 1, the first is an awesome land because it has a link to every orbital. So I was telling you before how a land gives you a reduction of 1 energy for playing a card. This has a link to every orbital, and so now he doesn't need any more lands in order to get that 1 reduction. Also, there are certain cards that say, maybe you can see this here, it says core right there. I cannot play a core wonder unless I have a land matching this orbital. The cool thing about that is it's got a link to all the orbitals, so now he can play any core card. Okay, so that's his turn. He played a land. Okay, so now it's my turn here. Because he didn't play a creature to defend this, I'm going to use my second action to attack, and it's defenseless, so I'm going to take this for my own here. The cool thing about this creature is when he defends, he gets a +2 to his power, but is only a 2. Okay, back to you.
All right, I'm going to use my last action, and I'm going to use 2 energy. And because of this, it's a reduction of 1. But
okay.
The cost is 3, and I'll play the Techno Historian. Items cost you 1 less energy to play from your hand.
Okay. And again, this is something that we kind of had a question with. It doesn't say you have to tap this or do anything with it. It just says items cost 1 less energy to play from your hand. Earlier in a game, he had 2 of these out. So I imagine that means items cost 2 less energy is what I imagine that is. 3 power, mine's a 2 power. But again, defending, I get +2. So I'm still ahead of the game there. So I got 1 action left and 1 energy left. And I think what I would do, I've got another one of these koi scales here. I think I'm going to use my last action and my last energy, and I'm going to stick this guy over here. And that's going to give me a 3 power total. So I've matched him, so I'm not able to quite take that back yet. Now I'm going to pass turn back to you. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Because he's out of regular actions. He could use his land to give him another action, but again, it's kind of early on in the game. You're going to pass?
Yeah, I'm going to pass for now.
I'm going to pass too. We're on to round 3. Okay, now starting round 3, we are going to get 3 energy. I'm going to get an additional 1. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you that too. Yeah, you should have got an additional 1 too last turn. Maybe we missed that. Maybe you got it. I don't remember. But now we're going to get 3 energy because it's round 3, and we each control a stone, so we're each going to get 4 energy.
Oh, no, I attacked this round, so I wouldn't have gotten it.
Oh, that's right. You attacked it. You just got it. Okay, so I'm going to set my energy at 4. I'm going to set my my actions at 3. And we will draw a card. Now, I most recently won a battle, so I'm going to go first now. And sorry, we should have moved that when I won the battle just to remind us, but that's not part of the rules of the game. We just do that to keep track of it. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I'm going to use my first action. I'm going to go down to 2, and I've got 4 total energy here. This Thunder Crash axe is going to cost me 3, but because I have a Sulfera land, and also it's a core, I can play this. So 3 energy is only going to cost me 2 because I get 1 reduction from the Sulfera land. So I'm going to put my energy down to 2. And this gives me +2 energy. And when this is equipped, at the start of each round, Equipped Wonder gets a free attack. Now, this is another question we had, is at the start of the round. I imagine that means you get a counter on the Wonder that says you have a free attack. It doesn't say it goes away or expires at the end of the round. It just says at the start of each round, Equipped Wonder gets a free attack. So I imagine that means he'll get that at the beginning of the next round and can just keep it and hang on to it. At the beginning of the next round, he gets 2 free attacks. At the beginning of the next round, gets 3 free attacks unless he uses it. That's what we understand this card to be. So I'm going to stick it on my koi scale over here. Okay. And now that's going to give him a total power of 4, 2 and 2. And I got this guy here for 5. Back to you.
All right, so I'm going to use an action, and I'm going to use all my 4 energy.
Ooh, all 4, and something big's coming out.
And I'm going to play Enzo Barboni. He's a creature with 5 power.
You can stay here, just slide back down a little bit.
All right, and he, whenever you play an item, stun target enemy in this realm, and he starts, when he arrives, he gets 1 shield counter.
Okay, a shield counter affects this Wonder if I try to eliminate or destroy or do harm to that Wonder specifically, the shield counter comes off instead of the Wonder being harmed. The one thing we have noticed, I don't know how big the player mats are for the game. We have noticed though, when you get deep into this game, it gets pretty crowded on the mat here once you get a whole bunch of cards out. It's a little tricky to organize all of your cards and to remember which abilities affect which cards. And you might kind of see that as this plays out here. Okay, so he is a 5/8, and I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, shoot. So he is doing a lot better than I am. So let's try a different strategy here. I'm getting a little low on, I got a couple of big Wonders here, but they cost a lot to put out, so I'm not going to be able to do that. So I think I'm going to spend my second action to draw a card. So I'm going to go to 1 action, draw a card, and then pass back to you.
All right, so I'm going to use another one of my actions to play a land.
Okay.
And whenever you harvest this, if it's an even-numbered realm, gain an additional action.
Okay, this tower thing's pretty cool because normally when you harvest a land, you will get an additional action. If this is an even-numbered realm, which it is, 1, 2, you get 2 actions from it. Not too bad. Okay, my final action, I'm going to draw another card. So I'm out of actions. I would just push that off the mat there when I'm out of actions and it'll pass back to you.
And I guess I'll also use my final action to draw a card.
Okay, so I'm going to pass now. Are you going to do anything else?
No, I'm going to pass.
He's going to pass as well. We're going to be into round 4 now. Nobody did anything with the stone in the 3rd realm, okay? One thing I almost forgot to mention is if you ever have more than 7 cards in your hand at the end of a round, which I have 7, you have to discard down to 7. Okay, so I have 7. How many cards do you have?
I have 5.
He has 5, so we're good there. Okay, so we're going to get, again, all of our energy and actions get wiped off. We are going to start the new round with 4 energy. We control stone, so 5. So I'm going to set my energy dice here to 5. I'm going to set that down here, and I get 3 actions. And again, nobody has won a battle after I have, so I stay as the beginning player, and we both draw a card. And I got myself another land here, which... After you draw your first card at the start of a round, if you have 5 or fewer cards, I can draw another card and discard one. Okay, so I'll just... Oh, and this is this blue land. I can't remember what this is called. That will discount me for these blue cards here. So I'm going to throw this land down. Again, it doesn't matter. Only in any of the realms that are active now. We're in 4. I'll just put it over here. And that takes me on 2 actions. Pass to you.
All right, so I'm going to use one of my actions, and it's going to take about... It's going to take 3 energy. That's going to put me to 2. And I'm going to play the...
Okay, 4 power. 4 power Wonder. Okay, perfect. All right.
Zyrenda of Dimensional Forces. Opponents can't gain energy from stones.
Oh, period. Wow, so we haven't seen this one yet. This is one I have not seen yet. So opponents can't gain energy from stones. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Okay, So this lady is going to keep me. So again, in future rounds, I'm not going to get any energy from stones unless she goes away, which we want her to go away. Let's see here. So I'm going to use my second action. I'm down to one action. And this card is going to require, where'd it go? It's going to require 6 energy, but because I have the Sulfura land, it's only going to require 5. And I'm going to use all 5 of my energy. And I'm going to play this guy down here as a power 7. And it says, when this captures a stone, gain 3 energy and draw a card. Okay, so I'm going to place that right there. Pass turn back to you.
All right, let's see. I'll do this.
So one of the things we thought about was looking through the deck and reading all the abilities of the cards, which is something we probably should do to help prepare us for the game. But we kind of like being surprised when we draw a card. Ooh, what does this do? And then we read through it and find out what it does. And so we don't really know the effects that all the cards have. Okay, what's your play?
All right, so I'm going to spend... Oh, wait, no, I don't spend an action because this card is attuned.
Okay, so attunement is a really cool ability on a card. It basically means it can be played as a free action. Doesn't count as one of your main actions, but it's still going to count as your turn.
And it costs 1 action.
You mean one energy.
1 energy, same thing. And I'll put it right here. And Equipped Wonder gets +2 once I get it on there. And
okay, so this is going to bring him up to 5 energy now. And so I've only got 2. If I defend, I get an additional 2. So sometimes we'll put a dice on there just to mark that, just so we remember. You don't always have to do that. You can just look at the cards and see what are equipped. But sometimes we'll throw a dice on there just to remember that it has a bonus 2 from this item that's on it now. Okay, so it's back to me. You got to bring your... Oh, it doesn't count as an action because it's a tune. That's right. Okay, so I'm going to use my final action. I'm out of actions, and I'm out of energy, and I'm going to attack here. I have a power of 7. He has a power of 4, so I'm going to capture the stone, and it says whenever I capture a stone, I gain 3 energy. So I'm going to get 3 energy back, and I draw a card. So the cool thing about the attunement ability is now he's got 2 actions. I have 0 because he was able to play that item for free. Okay, back to you.
All right. I will use 1 action and 1 energy to play the Sand Goggles, and I'll equip on this person. If this is equipped, whenever you play an equipment, draw a card. If Equipped Wonder has a tap action ability, it becomes tap free, which it does not.
Okay. So that's your action. So you have 1. So now it passes back to me. Again, because I have no actions, it still passes the turn back to me. I could tap some lands to give me some more actions. I do have 3 energy. This is where the game gets challenging. I feel like you run out of actions faster than you run out of energy. And so what should I do? I'm gonna pass. Go back to you.
And I'll use my last action to attack here.
Okay, he clearly has more power now that he has that item equipped. He's going to take the stone back. Okay, and it's going to come back to me to see if I want to do something else. And I really don't... let's see here. Yeah, so I don't have anything to play as a free action. So it's difficult to balance this economy of energy and actions. I'm going to pass back to you. He has 1 more action.
No, I have 0. So I'm
you're out of actions. You're going to pass as well. Okay, this is going to end the 4th round. We're going to go on to the 5th round. So now in the 5th round, I'm going to get 5 energy, but because of this lady, I don't gain anything from the stone that I have. So I just gain a simple 5 energy. I'm going to get my 3 actions back.
I gain 7.
I only have 6. I have 7 cards, so I don't have more than 7 to discard. And he's going to get the round 5 energy, for round 5, as well as 2 more. So he's going to have 7. And he actually most recently won a battle, so it's going to go back to him, and you're going to start. Oh, did you? When we draw a card?
Yeah. All right. First, I'll play for my first action. I'm gonna play. Oh, and for 3 energy, I'm gonna play Zenith Twilight Bringer, and he has a power of 5. Ascent, and he has Ascend on round 7. This gets +2 for each enemy in this round.
Okay, so now he's kind of juicing this up, trying to take this stone back over there. It's something I worry about. We'll see how that plays out. Back to me now. I'm going to use 3 energy. Again, this card costs 4 energy to play, But because I have the Sulfera land in, it's only going to take 3 because it's going to take 1 less. So I'm going to go from 5 to 2. I'm going to use an action. And I'm going to play the Dragon Gold. This basically causes wonders in my hand to cost 5 or more to cost 2 less to play. So I'll just throw this down here somewhere. I guess we're in round 5 here. So back to you.
I'll use my next action to. I'll attack here.
Okay, so your total power is 4, 9. Does this give you any more?
No.
Okay, so 9. I've only got 7. So he's going to take the stone back there. Okay, good move. And it's back to me. I'm going to use my next action. I have 1 left. And again, a 2 energy card, 1 discount. It's only going to cost me 1. So I'm going to take this down to 1. I find it on there. And we're going to play the Viking Sage of the Forge here. And back to you.
All right.
We each have 1 action remaining for the 5th round.
All right, so I'm going to use my last action and the rest of my power to play Rhinus Skydreamer. His base power and cost are equal to the current round, which is 5, right?
Yes.
And so I'm just going to put this on your to remind myself. And tap free if this card's power is higher than the power of the target enemy wonder in this realm, seize the stone there.
Okay. Excellent. So that's his last action. It's going to go back to me. Let's see what I've got here. I have 1 action and 1 energy. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to take this back there because he played that guy. So that's kind of not going to work out for me. I'm going to use my last action to draw a card. And I'm out of actions. Pass back to you. You going to do anything else?
I'll pass 2.
Okay, so that's going to end round 5. We're going to go on to round 6. I'm going to look through my hand here. I only have 7 cards, so I'm still good there. In round 6, I don't have any stones now. Things are not looking good for me. I'm going to get 6 energy for round 6 and 3 actions. Okay, and he's going to get 6, 9 because he has 3 stones. And he's also going to get 3 actions, and he is going to, again, go first. We will draw a card. And go ahead.
All right, let's see here. Okay, first I'll use 1 action and no energy, and I will play the Quantum Boots. Oh, and because of this, if I play in equipment, I draw a card.
Okay.
And on top of that, if you don't control wonder in this realm, the next wonder you play here is attuned. Equip wonder gets +2.
Okay, so again, attune means it doesn't take an action to play. You can just play it. My turn here. Let's see here. I think it might be time to get this guy out. So again, the cost is 7. I have 6, so I have just enough because I get 1 discount for the Sulfera land. So I'm going to get rid of all my energy, and I'm going to get rid of an action, take down to 2. And we are going to put out Drogothar the Destroyer, which is 13 power. And it does say on attack, you may destroy target item or land in this realm. So when he attacks, he can destroy an item or land in the realm. And I pass turn back to you.
All right. All right, so I'm going to use another action. And I'm going to play the Harmonic Canyon Refuge. When you play an item in this realm, you may put a shield counter on target wonder in this realm.
Okay, no wonders there, so turn's going to go back to me. I'm going to go down to 1 action. I'm going to attack here, and I can destroy a target item or land. I'm going to destroy this item, and I'm going to take this stone there. And the cool thing about this guy is he's flying. Any flying wonder, after you attack, can move to an adjacent realm. And I'm going to slide him over here. Your turn.
All right. I might as well use my last action, and it's going to take 2 energy, and I'm going to play the. Ooh, I'll actually play it on.
So we got an item to play there, And
I'll just put it.
so again, if you this item here is not it does say equipment, okay? So equipped wonder. These items get automatically equipped to a wonder when you put them in a realm. You can put them whichever wonder you want. The only thing you can't do with a piece of equipment is move it from one wonder to another, just that are already played. Now, if this is already in the realm and there's a wonder on it, and you play a new wonder, you can decide to move the equipment to the newly played wonder. But wonders that are in the same land, you can't just slide it back and forth.
Also, since I played an equipment, I draw another card.
Okay, back to me. My final action. My final action, I'm going to use it.
Whenever you play an item, stun target enemy in this realm.
Okay, so if I get stunned, basically I get tapped, so I can't use any abilities, which doesn't matter. Which guy do you want to stun?
This guy.
Okay, and his power goes to 0 for this round. Or sorry, I think for the turn. I can't remember if it's the turn or the round. Might be for the turn. So for my final action, I'm going to attack here, take this stone, and then I'm going to slide over here. And your turn. Anything else you want to do?
I'm out of action.
Okay, he's out of actions. I pass. We're on to the 7th and final round. And so we're going to get 7 energy. Well, I am at least. And he's going to get 7. He's going to get 10. I would normally get a couple more because of this lady who's not treating me very well. I don't get any bonus for the stones. And I most recently won a battle, so I'm going to go first. Let's see, how many cards do I have? I only have 7. We're going to draw a card. And for my first action, I'm going to... oh, and I forgot about this too. This had cost me 2 less energy to play that guy, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to use my land and my land. So again, the only action you can take where you can take multiple at the same time is harvesting your lands. So I'm going to harvest 2 lands, and I'm going to get me 2 more actions. So I'm going to go to 5 and pass back to you. And again, I can't use those actions yet until my next turn. So back to you.
All right, I'm going to use 1 action, and and 0 energy, and I'm going to play the Nate Caneville Wayfarer, and it's 2 power, and it's flying, and I'm going to equip it to this guy. So on attack, if this is equipped, you may move this to an adjacent realm, but it has flying anyway, so.
Okay. Back to me. Let's see here. What's to be done now? Let's see. You got too much power over there. I can't really get you there. And I'm going to play the Floral Diadem. Okay, it's going to cost me 4. I don't have this type of land, so I got to pay all 4 of that. That's going to take me down to 3. And 1 action, I'm going to be down to 4. And basically what this says is equip wonder and wonders you control that share the same class and lineage gain +2. So I'm going to put it on this guy. And this guy is a dragon lava elemental. So any dragon or elemental is going to get +2. So this guy's going to get +2. And these guys are dragons, so they're going to get +2. And let's see, this guy's a dragon too. That guy gets +2, and this guy gets +2. Back to you. So because this guy is tapped, he won't be able to use a tap ability, which he doesn't have, but he can still attack and defend as normal.
All right, so I'm going to use an action to draw a card.
Okay, it's going to be back to me. Let's see if I can get him in this realm yet. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And he has 9. Oh, that's a shield counter. So you only have 8. Okay, so I'm going to spend an action to attack here. It's going to put me down to 3. And I'm going to take this stone. Your turn.
And then I'll use my last one to...
Why don't you tap your lands?
What?
Use your lands, get some actions.
Well, I have to draw a card.
Okay, so he's going to draw a card for his last action. It's going to go back to me. I still have 3 actions left. The problem is I don't have any wonders. I need some wonders. So I'm going to draw a card as well. And it's going to go to 2. Back to you.
I guess I'll tap this land to gain 1 more action.
Okay, so it's back to me. Ooh, this one's pretty good here. I'm going to go down to 1 action, and I'm going to use my last 3 to play the Dwarven Vault. which says stones can't be won from this realm by battles. And so I'm going to put that right here. And pass back to you.
All right, let's see. Don't know what to do now. I guess we'll just draw another card.
Okay. For my, let's see here. So I don't have any more energy. I've got one more action, but no more energy. So I could play a land. That's not really going to help me much. I am just going to, let's see. I can't attack anywhere. I'll pass back to you.
I guess we'll tap both these lands.
All right, 2 more actions for him.
And I'll use 1 to draw a card. Hopefully it's a nope.
Okay, so he used the action. It's going to go back to me. I have the option to use my extra action now. But I really don't see, again, I don't have any cards to play because they all cost, the lands I can play for free because they're 0. But these other cards here cost a lot of energy that I don't have. And so I will pass back to you. Anything you can do on a last turn there?
This is not gonna...
You got a lot of energy. You got any wonders in your hand?
No.
Okay.
But I will play this. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Okay.
And then
final action.
It's gonna spend 5 energy and 1 action, and I'm gonna equip it on this guy. And
so the nice thing is you can equip that, but is it giving you attack bonus? What does it give you?
When equipped wonder attacks, shuffle target enemy wonder in this realm into the owner's deck.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, he's used his last action, so he's not going to be able to attack because he doesn't have any more actions. Other games we played, we've gotten a little bit further along here into the other realms. I have noticed, though, that a lot of games we play, we don't get in the 7th realm very often once we get to the 7th round. So that's going to finish the 7th round. I'm going to win because I have 3 stones to his 2. I have found that by the time you get to the 7th realm, this is just the way we've played. We're so focused on these other realms trying to see what we can take back. A lot of times we don't play in the 6th or the 7th realm. Sometimes we do, but not very often. And I guess the nice thing is if you have a really cheap to play wonder, you could throw it down here just to pop this stone over to your side. But what ends up happening is we look over here and say, man, if I can just get 2 more power than that one, I can take that stone back. And we end up kind of fighting over these first 5 stones. We don't really get over here very often. We'll see as the strategy evolves and develops. Again, we tried to play this really fast, and so there wasn't a whole lot of thinking and strategy involved. I'm sure if we would have thought about it, the game would have turned out different. We would have had more cards out. But we just tried to play fast so you can kind of see how the game plays out. You can see here, and on my previous video, there's a lot to keep track of with the counters that get added to your characters. A shield counter. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish when we remember this is a +2 to his power. This is a shield counter. And maybe I guess you could use different color dice for that. Again, for the energy and actions, we just use dice for that. But keeping track of stuff can get a little tricky, especially if you have a thing, an item like this diadem here, which adds +2 to all the same lineage and I can't remember what the other thing was called. Because then you have these dice all over the place, and you're trying to remember what these were from. Like, oh yeah, they were from this card over here. So keeping track of stuff is still a little bit tricky. Again, maybe it will become a little more, a little easier as we play through the game more times. We're excited to try the other deck. If you haven't seen the Wonders of the First Discord, go there, and I think they have 6 other print and play decks that you can print out and play test the game. We're going to play test the heck out of this game and play through it a whole bunch of times to kind of see how the game plays, see what combos are good, what the cards are like, and see if this is something we want to dive into. But thanks so much for watching. Again, hopefully you're using your games as a way to control your emotions and be excited for somebody else's victory, but also be competitive and try to win. It's going to help you in real life as we go out there and we're disappointed or things don't really go our way. And and we can deal with that a little bit easier. But we'll be posting more videos, so keep an eye out. Thanks so much for watching. You guys take care.